What's up, y'all? It's your boy WightChocolate, and as soon as I start recording, there's noise. Okay. And the person is at their car, just letting it do that. Hey! Wait, gotta pull the window down to say something. Haha. He knew I was about to say something. I just want to talk about this Kanye West thing. So, I seen the Kanye West. Well, I seen maybe about a couple of minutes of the interview with him and Charlemagne, and I seen the 30-minute TMZ video. I'm not going to talk about the Charlemagne video until I finish watching it. But the TMZ video, I feel like Kanye had some shit to say, and he did say he wasn't going to do his best in saying shit. Motherfucker! He explained the whole red hat thing and him wearing a hat, make America great again. He said, Trump is his boy, and that, there was a time where people like Trump, like he referred to Snoop having Trump in the video, and now it's like, everybody hates Trump. That alone, I feel like that's kind of whack. That's like when you deal with people, period. Like when you're dealing with people, you know somebody, this person is cool, etc., etc. I fucks with this person. I ain't got no problem with this person. But when people do shit to deliberately that offends you and they don't give a fuck, yeah, that's going to change. Regardless of how I was with you in the past, that shit's going to change. Like, I'm not fucking with you. Now you president and you have power that directly affects my life and other people around me and people I love, etc. I'm not going to fuck with you on that same level because of how you got there. You weren't the same person I was fucking with years ago. Now, this person, now that you are, that's your true self. You wasn't that true self back then, pretty much. Like, the horns are out now. Like, Donald Trump showed his horns the moment he ran for presidency, right? So Kanye goes on and then says 400 years of slavery was a choice. And the way he put it was like, it's all y'all? Like, why couldn't y'all do anything? That's fucked up to me. And anybody that defends that, like, I've seen people say they agree with that and they still can't explain why, because just like he did, he reverted to, I guess, slavery in today's world. Like, he didn't give to me a direct explanation on how slavery then was a choice, and it reverted back to the present time of enslavement. Slavery is still here. It's in a different form, and today he's like, we can break that shit. Like, like, all we need to do is love each other and talk to people. Okay. But Kanye believes there's no enemies. Like, we don't have any enemies. Like, there are no enemies out there. There's no one against us. And I feel like that's bullshit too. But back to the slave thing real quick. I just want somebody to try to explain to me why they agree with that. We had a choice we chose for you to come to our homeland. I chose for you to snatch me up and put me in chains or whatever. I chose to take this long ride to this distant land and our foreign land that I don't know. I chose to be separated from my family. I chose to be raped. If I chose to run from this, then I would want you to either catch me, shoot me, hang me. This is real shit. Like, and who chooses that? Who would choose that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, who would choose bondage? People committed suicide to get away from slavery, get away from bondage. Like, how? How do you defend that? And how do you think that's a choice to be enslaved? I can't fathom that shit. Like, how can you fathom that shit? And to say that there are no enemies, I feel like that's asinine. That's ass backwards for Kanye, because Kanye always says shit like, they trying to do this to me. They did this to me. This. They did this. They did that. I got lipo because I didn't want y'all to call me fat like y'all called Rob fat. I felt like I couldn't do this because other people would say that. I felt like I was being controlled. Is that not the enemy? It couldn't be nothing else but an enemy that you think is trying to do these things to you or trying to control you or bullying you or shaming you. That's the enemy. It's asinine to say there's no enemies. We just need an open dialogue. I can have an open dialogue and talk to people all day long. They have to want to do something. They have to want to change. Because if a motherfucker still think I'm a nigga and he agrees to talk with me, he still think I'm a nigga at the end of the day. Like, he's still going to leave and was like, I sat down with the nigga, we had our conversation, but I still think this nigga, this, that, and the other. You understand what I'm saying? People have to want to change. And most motherfuckers now don't want to be open to change because it goes against their fucking bubble that they live in. It goes against shit that they were taught. They'll be open to maybe talk and listen, but that shit will not rupture that bubble. That shit will bounce around the bubble. It will not penetrate that bubble. It won't. That shit will not penetrate that bubble. It's all right to say, Kanye said he believes in love. He believes love can conquer all. That's fine. I'm not going against him on that. Like, people have to want to do that. And I just can't. Just the slavery thing alone, I just can't, I can't fuck with you on that. Like, I can't. And I'm not going to come over here and say I hate Kanye West, because I don't hate him. I hate what he said. I may dislike him, but I hate what he said. Because you sound like the very people who are always going to be against you. And that's a fact. We pretty much live in two different realities. Like, most of us do not live in Kanye West's reality. Like, we don't. But the motherfuckers that hate us, he's in there too, because they'll hate his ass. They may like, oh yeah, Kanye, you saying what we've been saying about them niggas, but you still one of them. So, I don't know, man. It's wild. I'ma holler at y'all. Y'all be good.